Hello everyone, this is Bloodpad bringing you more Pauper Familiars content. This time we'll be trying out some brand new technology, but first, as you know, the format has undergone some pretty major changes between the blue card bans, the new master set, the unification which brought over 400 new commons to Magic Online, so the meta is still shifting and it's the right time to do some heavy testing. So as you can see, we are running a straight up blue-white build, and this time no real splash. The main new tech which I'm gonna be trying out is Ephemerate, which is just a busted card. It is essentially another flicker effect, which isn't quite flicker. I mean, you cannot do any infinite loops with it as you can with flicker or snap in this deck, but it's cheaper, it works very well even when you don't have a familiar out yet, whereas the snap and flicker can be kind of clunky when you don't have your FAMs out. So just imagine evoking a turn 4 Maldrifter and ephemerating to draw 4 cards and then rebound on your next upkeep. That is the power that this card brings. And along with it, I've been thinking for a while that Godfar's Faithful is such a brilliant card for this deck. I rarely run less than 4 of them in the main, and I wish I had more copies even. And well, in this deck where we are essentially generating Infinite Storm when we go off, and even if we don't go off, we play a lot of spells during each turn. So why not run something with prowess that can also lifelink, therefore acting as kind of the 5th and 6th copy of Godfar's Faithful in a way, that can also close out games without needing to dig for Sage's Row Denizen or another win con. Other than that, we have shifted the mana base a little bit, cutting 1 Evolving Wilds for Tranquil Cove, because with this version I think I like having the option to hold either blue or white mana during the opponent's turn to like either ephemerate on my creature in response to removal or negate or what have you. Also, obviously the ETB effect has synergy with our bounce lands, but it can be kind of a trap sometimes because a land coming tapped into play and gaining us 1 life is often worse than just getting an untapped basic. But I like having the option, and also we switched the Boilerworks for Simic Growth Chamber, which is due to the inclusion of Nature's Chant into the sideboard, which is just a strictly better disenchant due to benefiting from familiar discount. And you could already have seen the Disdainful Stroke technology in one of my previous videos, which I like, especially in this version where we don't have red, we don't have access to Pyroblasts, so I like to have access to this card to have a good answer for cards like the Nrova Horror and other expensive Throne spells. But yeah, this is the deck, and let's see how it performs in some league matches. Round 1, here we are. Wanna draw, sadly on a mulligan, but I believe the new mulligan rule is pretty good for familiars, and there we go. So it's either negate, flicker, or bounce land. I actually think I'm gonna bin the flicker. Keeping all the lands, yeah, getting a little bit punished there, but I really wanted to make sure I can do this sweet Maldrifter plus Ephemerate play. So I'm not too unhappy about my decision anyway. Okay, we could play the Seeker now, or we can bounce land. No, let's just play the Seeker now. It's actually fine. If they want to spend a bolt for it, that's fine. That means that they may not have the bolt for my Maldrifter. So we are up against Boros, Astro Boros. The deck is definitely stronger than it used to be, thanks to the speed it got from the Astrolabe. And since they play Seeker, it makes me think they are on a more aggressive version, even though those usually don't play islands, so it could be anything, any kind of Jeskai variation. And there's a Scrat. Okay. And sure, I'm just gonna run out the fame. I would of course love it to survive, but I'm not gonna wait until I can hold up negate or something, because even if the fam dies, next turn we can Muldrifter plus Ephemerate. If it does not die, we even get to hold up negate for backup and maybe play something else. So let's see. Okay. We'll take our 3 and I guess I wanna make sure that I have a blue mana up after this. Okay. I mean, we bricked pretty hard, 3 lands and an Ephemerate, but as long as this Muldrifter survives here, we'll get 2 more cards next turn. And yeah, so this is rather safe, and I'm obviously not blocking with the Muldrifter. Okay, and now we can do some shenanigans. Okay, and that's a lot of cards. Do we insist on holding up negate, or would we rather like Oracle here? Or we could Fateful here. I'm gonna Oracle. It's the most mana efficient, and next turn we'll just have infinite life gain loops or whatever, so... one more. That's a tough one. Probably the island, even though I don't love it. Actually, we don't have Flicker, so we won't have... Well, we do have Snap, so we will have infinite life gain loop. We won't have infinite Snap loop on their creatures, is what I meant. Yeah, so I played the Seagate so that I have a chump blocker for one of the Seekers. It seems like something I would like to block. It will be probably blocking the Muldrifter and the Glindhawk and taking 4. Even if they have a Lightning Bolt, that's not enough. We still survive. They need to have a Bolt and something else. If they have like Rally the Peasants, that would be unpleasant, but I don't think this deck has space for that. So yeah, it's just this, I believe, and take 4. Okay, fam down. That is unfortunate. And we don't have anything to rebound on. But yeah, I think it was correct to block with both Maldrifters. Counterspell? Really? So yeah, I think we will negate here and play a Fateful and put a Fam on top. And hopefully they don't have non-creature spells. Seeker is okay. Wow. Alright, this is looking like we could actually do this. The right play here is to Fam, Wall, get back Snap, snap one of them, one of the Seekers, make mana. And probably Wall again plus Ephemerate. Or we could preordain, try to hit a land. Maybe that's slightly better. Okay. Yeah, let's put both on top. And Wall plus Ephemerate is busted. Because that is basically a free spell every turn for just a single white mana. Okay, that's a pump for them. Should still be fine. I guess we have to block. We have to jump now. We have Fam on top, so maybe I block with 1 and thinking whether I need the wall or not. I can probably give it up. Yeah, 1 wall is enough. Now this gets Ephemerate. And now this is where it gets funny. Alright. Okay, in this case I'm gonna let it die. Make sure I have backup in case they have a burn spell, even though if they had one, I think they would have used it already, but this is rather safe. No flickers, sadly, so this will take like a minute longer than it would normally. But the safe targets option on Denizen is not bad at all. Saves us 2 clicks every loop, so that's a nice inclusion to Magic Online, and we should be able to do this in 2 minutes or less. Alright, here we are. I spared you the details of the combo loop. Here goes a victories analysis and onto the sideboard. But first let's see what exactly are we working with. So a lot of seekers, they have trinket mages to get astrolabs. Car spell, this is spell interesting to fetch astrolab. Fire eyes, archimancer. Yeah, nothing really worth our attention. I guess they do have Ephemerate along with archimancer, which is, as you could have seen, a pretty deadly loop, but they only seem to have one Ephemerate. They really get dangerous in multiples. In hands of a control deck, they can lock you down really well. But against this build, I won't worry about that. Against Seekers, I don't mind Stonehorn as a plan. But to be fair, I think our deck is really well set up as it is now. We don't really need Nature's Chant, didn't see any journeys. They may bring in relics, but I don't care really. So the possible inclusions here, I think, are Riftwatcher, Dignitary, Dispel. But what would I even take out? Like, we could probably take out the Seekers, because they're just gonna so often bolt it and it's gonna gain us no value, whereas like Riftwatcher in its place would be better. Also maybe like a single copy of this spell. They might bring in Pyroblast. Yeah, so let's actually do this. Great hand. Excellent. That's exactly the card we were looking for in this more of a War of Attrition kind of matchup. Even though they can race us, that's probably their best plan, is to have some early creatures into beatdown. I'm gonna run out the fam. Hopefully it survives, because if we don't draw a land, then we are kind of stuck. Whereas with the fam we can play Seagate even on 2 lands. No scratch, just once, please. Okay. Relic, we don't really care. And we even draw a land. That's kind of perfect. So let's go faithful into Oracle. Start some heavy life gain. To preordain next turn, if we get an untapped land, we can Analysis plus Flashback right away and go around the relic. If not, we'll probably try to dig for land with Preordain and Riftwatcher after. Let's see, there's a Seeker. Yeah, Seeker's the most potent creature, but we can also just blank it, because we have a lot of blockers we don't really care about that much, like the Seagate. Okay, so let's prio here. Try to hit our lands. No lands, but prio and Ephemerate are pretty neat. So let's actually put both on top. Yeah, let's put both on top. I'm gonna Ephemerate on the Seagate. Probably getting the Preordain. Or a bounce land. That's even... Yeah, I'm gonna get the bounce land here. I thought that I'm gonna need to dig for the land with the preordain, but since we hit a bounce land, that's such card advantage that I'm gonna pass on the 2 extra life from Fateful I would have otherwise gained. Don't think we are in a spot where we need to block or anything. I'm not gonna yield just because I would like them to think that we have some sort of interaction, even though we don't. And also we have Ephemerate coming, so we don't want to give up the Sea Gate. Yeah, that's 6 damage, but we can heal through that in no time. Looking for basically more flicker effects. Sure. Okay, I'm just gonna hardcast Muldrifter here, I think. Yeah, seems like the play. I would like to have a blocker for the Glint Hawk. So even though this is kind of conservative, I think it's a fine play. Because the alternative was to deep analysis, but then we are kind of low on life, so I'd rather not risk anything when we are in such a good position. The ultra conservative play would have been to play Rift Watcher, but I don't think we need to do that. Yeah, so there's the Archimancer. If opponent has Ephemerate of their own, it's gonna be annoying because it's basically a Pyroblast for them every turn, if they wish. Yeah, we're gonna do this. If they have Bolt, that's fine. That means that my fam is not getting bolted, so this is all good. Let's I thought of evoking, but maybe we don't wanna evoke. We could actually one more fem and cast the other Muldrifter. They have the Pyro though. Wait, they have the Pyro for it. Yeah. I guess we can still deep analysis with no issues. If they wanna Pyro this, I'm down. Sure. That's actually just what we wanted to see. Kind of bricked there, but that's okay. So nothing too important exiled yet. We will take our 5. Okay, this is what we were afraid of. Because if we don't get a counter for that Ephemerate, so we have 1 negate, 1 dispel, I believe. They're gonna have Pyroblasts for every turn. That's annoying. Okay, there's a counter, but now they have the Pyro in hand, so need to do this first so that they don't exile it. And yeah, we're just gonna run out Muldrifter into the Pyro. That's a very tempting target, I have to imagine. It resolves, okay. Oh. Yeah, I guess they realized the value of their lock. Okay, I'm gonna keep both of these. Could try snapping the Muldrifter. Even though here it's really tempting to use it, and yeah, I still think it's a fine play. So they Ephemerate, rebound, they get back Ephemerate. Next turn we're planning to wall, targeting the snap. That probably prompts the relic, or they just pyro the wall in the first place. Just want them to spend the pyro. That's probably the most important thing. If they greed it out and not Ephemerate this turn, then it's great as well, because we'll have the dispel up and it's kind of easy. But yeah, if this goes to game 3, I'm thinking I'm gonna bring another dispel, possibly even a Hydroblast, because this is just so annoying to deal with. Take our 7, it's fine. They are gonna use it, yeah, it even gives them another point of damage there, so it's kind of easy for them. Let's put a Muldrifter on top. I don't imagine this draws a relic. It could. Okay, I really hope this draws a Pyroblast. It does not. I'm gonna get the snap, the preordain, right? Yeah, let's get the prio. Gonna let me do it. Okay, let's keep both. Let's cast this. Hey, Pyro. Excellent. already played the land. Okay, in that case we pass. And we do have the dispel up. So hopefully that's the only Ephemerate here around. Kind of F6, need to save some time. Oh, they have the pyro. We could be on lockdown here. I'm gonna give it one more turn. But this is getting sketchy. Mage for a stripe or another relic if they have. Or land, sure. Start with this, getting the dispel if this resolves. Yes, they crack, alright. Wait, did they exiled their pyroblasts? That's pretty big. Okay, game on. It's the denizen. And we kind of bricked on card draw. Don't have anything else to do. But we drawn out the relic, and they do have Ephemerate, but no spells to get with it. They're just gonna use it on Maldrifter? No. Okay, they can be getting back preordained. That's not that scary. I would love to draw our last deep analysis or just any card draw. And obviously if we get a flicker we probably just win, unless they have a counter. Come on, something. It's not good. Really need to speed this up. 9 minutes for one game is not that much. Okay, so now they have a freeze crit every turn if they like. That will be difficult, but not impossible to beat. At this point, I will start drawing Seagate in front of this, maybe. Yeah, I will give up a Seagate. Also, we can mire the Seagate on top. So that's maybe a play we should have made already. Okay, that's good. Do we wanna get... No, let's just play the Seagate. Start slow milling them. That's a break. Maybe should have mired it on top in the first place. Yeah, possible. Kill the denizen now, but we can get it back sometime maybe. But we're running out of time. I'm gonna give it one more turn, and if we blank again, I may have to concede. This is tough. We wasted a lot of time on this game. It was looking promising, but it seems like we are getting locked down. This opponent has also spent a lot of time, so there's that. Okay, I think we're in trouble here. Analysis. Okay. That puts us right back in it. Happens. Actually, let's thin our deck a bit. Can I Ephemerate for Counterspell? Can snap a Seagate. Have Scrat. Okay, I'm done here. That will do it. I'd like another Dispel for that reason. Can maybe cut a Seagate. That's probably fine. Could maybe cut a Snap for a Hydro. Alright, and we'll need to play really fast. We got like 7 minutes 30. Sure. Right out. Sure. Should have maybe gotten the island instead. Whatever. hopefully our fam survives. Yeah, so that we can analyze next turn. Yeah. Seeker. Alright, so we are under a bit of a clock. Would like to draw something to stop the bleeding. We played a land already. Whatever, let's snap this. Evoke into Flicker. Into Preordain, play that. Ephemerate Muldrifter, sure. So, still need one more fam for the combo, and we'll need to go through the relic. I believe we're jumping here. They don't attack. Okay. Let's definitely block this. Yeah, let's try this one. Bam. Works. Excellent, there's the fam. Kind of annoying. Okay, I'm gonna play the Sage Row for mana efficiency, hold up Ephemerate. Scarred, one faithful. We need the bounce land for Snap Loop. Even though I guess our yard will get exiled, so we'll need to find a backup snap or flicker. There's actually only one more snap and one flicker in the deck, so we may need to do some digging. I think I'm jumping here. Whatever. Mill them, save targets for that. Kinda wanna get the Faithful down. Alright, to get Snap. Probably get Relict. Yeah, happens. Free attack. Even though I should probably not waste time on that. Good for them. But hopefully we can win next turn. Okay, I'm just gonna do this here. And Ephemerate. They have a bolt, they have a bolt. Nothing. Okay, excellent. It's Faithful just to be sure. Gonna bottom these. I think there's a Snap. Bottom, top. Got almost 3 minutes. It's only 22 cards. We should be able to make this easily. Gonna keep the video rolling for the end game tension of whether we time out or not. Spoiler alert, we're not gonna time out. Yeah, so I have taken a lot of time this game, mostly due to the commentating and also probably pondering on some decisions more than I should. But I think I still have a fine assessment of my game time, which is something you need to build up when playing familiars. I have a whole video guide on that, in case you haven't watched that already. 3 more loops. I'm thinking how good is Felon's Cane gonna be against me if I need to combo them twice. Whether that's gonna make a difference on our clock. Luckily no one has started playing it yet, as far as I've seen. Go past the turn, remember to discard. F6, there we go. Luckily there is no instant speed, shuffle your deck. There is one, but it's sorcery speed. So they cannot get that back. Sure, nice attempt. 5 F6, so it's not gonna take any of my time. GG. See you in the next round.